Right, so I'm just on my way up from training. It's only good up to be in it. Literally just finishing that video you saw yesterday, and I've released another press conference. They released this. I ain't happy about this. But hey, more views. Let's get into this. Right, so let's discuss this. So, obviously, there was a third thing. You can still see me, I can't see you. There was a third thing, a third press conference, and a lot of stuff happened. If I had to have a picture to summarise it, that would probably be it. Yeah, it wasn't really a good show for Logan. Bear with me. It wasn't really a good show for Logan because all he started talking about was maths, and last time I checked, it was a boxing match, not a year 8 class that's doing maths. And you know what, I have to give some props to Logan because in the day he went out there mainly to destroy KSI's confidence, and he attempted it. Unfortunately, he failed, but he tried it. Obviously, he also tried to get his trainer to say a few words to actually do some stuff, but obviously that failed as well. So at the end of the day, it really did. His plan failed altogether because JJ was just still there, like, yeah, ask me a boxing question. I mean, the best part about that math thing was the fact that Vic just put this. The best part about that math thing was the fact that Vic went on Twitter and put this. And that was amazing. It was brilliant. I mean, who would know that Vic had the smoke? Who would know that he had that kind of shit up his sleeve, you know? I mean, I could say anything else. I mean, even when I could say something else about Logan. I mean, even when JJ asked him a boxing question, he couldn't answer. So much so that someone put this on Twitter, and by someone I mean Tom Syndicate. He put this on Twitter. If that doesn't prove that JJ actually knows a little bit more about boxing, I don't know what does. Because, I mean, you go on about how obviously Jeff Mayweather went to Twitter and said whatever he said. But at the end of the day, Nico Emiliano made Shannon.
I'm gonna say. Big dogs. Let's go, champ. And then what about Vidal? What's your message?
I'm gonna say Vidal. You going down hard? You going down fast and hard? Let's go, champ.
And then I'm a Pusey.
That's right, I'm a Pusey.
Sick. Thank you.
And to be fair, Shannon Briggs has been turned into a meme, especially when Vidal Riley, all he did was this. Shannon Briggs reacted the way he was. But on top of that, it was a really, really good press conference. I'd say it was a lot more professional than what it actually, like the other two were. But it was a really, really, really professional one. I think that both boxers were really, really good. At the end, they did a face-off, and it was really good. I mean, it was really good. I'll get onto the face-off in a bit, but I need to focus on the start. I did actually unfortunately miss it, so I didn't see the whole thing. But they started off, and they were all good. Obviously, Eddie Hearn introduced DAZN and Sky Sports and Box Office and all that kind of thing, like a normal press conference. And to be fair, the undercard, we were meant to get some of the undercard. Obviously, that didn't happen. But at this time of recording, the weigh-in has not been filmed yet. So I will leave a blank spot at the end of this thing, showing all the KSI stats and his weight from the weigh-in, and all of Logan's stats from the weigh-in. I will leave just a blank part at the end so that the stats are there. But yeah, it was a really, really good show in terms of professionalism and whatnot. But it was just very cringy from Logan's side, because Logan's team probably said to him, "Go out there, do this, do that, do this, do that, try and embarrass him, try and knock his confidence." To be fair, he attempted it. I mean, even when Logan tried to do his music, which, to be fair, KSI has obviously just released a new song, that's going to be his entrance music. He's gone out there, multitask, and he's still going to beat your ass. Now, at the same time, I need to stop being biased, because I actually did get a lot of hate on being biased, saying, "Oh yeah, you just discussed about why Logan threw the dead body." And you know what? Fair enough. That's fair enough. But it's Team UK versus Team USA. You can't really... It's literally my country versus another country. So I am going to be a little bit biased, considering the circumstances, if that makes sense. But at the same time, obviously, as you lot said, I do need to stop being biased. But at the end of the press conference, obviously, everybody knows what happened. If you haven't watched it, I strongly recommend that you do not watch this last part, because it's probably the most controversial part of the night. Yeah. JJ did this.
About a half an hour. We had family, we had friends involved.
Wait a second.
Now we've got some action. Are you surprised by this, though, Todd?
And no one noticed this at first, but the noise that Logan made was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, even during the... I don't know if I've got a clip of it. If it is, I'll insert it here. But even during the face-off, Logan was still talking about maths. Why are you talking about maths for? I don't know if I've got a clip of it. If it is, it will be there. If it's not, then I'm sorry. But no one noticed before. Logan made this noise. No, I'm sorry. But that's one of the funniest noises I've ever heard that guy make. And honestly, when it comes to fight night, he's going to be making more of them noises, because he's going to be destroyed. He's going to be knocked out. I'm calling it. 4th or 5th round, he's going to be knocked out. Logan Paul is getting knocked out. So, but let's talk about Logan for a minute. So obviously, I've gone on about JJ and I've been a bit biased. Logan, as I've said, props to him for trying to do it. I just don't think that his plan worked, because JJ was still confident, JJ was still doing it, he released music, he was still talking about boxing, and it went according to plan. But, there is a but. JJ pushing Logan was a little bit disrespectful, and to be fair, I didn't expect JJ to actually stoop to Logan Paul's level, not as much as what he did, so I am actually quite disappointed in him for that. But at the same time, Logan kind of deserves it. Will I say that it will happen again? I don't know. Will I say it happened at the weigh-in? Probably. And to be fair, I really, really want Logan just to be knocked out. I mean, a few days ago, Logan posted this on Twitter, or sorry, Jake Paul posted this on Twitter, and acted like he was fighting. Jake, you're not even fighting. You're not fighting until December, and even then, you haven't got a confirmed opponent. So what are you trying to state? At the end of the day, you're going out there making out as if you're doing all of these bits. Yet at the end of the day, your brother's in better shape than you, your brother's fighting more people than you, and your brother's at a better level than you. So theoretically, you're just your brother's shadow. You're literally a B-Tech Logan Paul, and Logan Paul's shit. So what does that say for you? You're saying on about how clout and whatnot, but yet you won't find these from Gib. And it's just, it is mad, it literally is mad. And it's just, I don't understand why Logan and Jake feel that they have to deconstruct JJ. I'll never understand that. But at the time of recording, it's literally 15 minutes before that press conference, before the weigh-in comes on. So it's currently 8:45. So I'm going to go watch that. There is going to be a video on Monday, I think it's the 11th of November, regarding the fight yet again. It'll be the last video that I'm doing on it. It'll be at 8 o'clock at night. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to go watch the press conference, or not the press conference, the weigh-in. And yeah, in a bit. Peace. Right, so I'm actually midway through editing this video, and I've realised that I had a couple of clips of Logan and Shannon Briggs, and I also had a picture of KSI's gear. It's going to be wearing to the match, so I'm going to leave that right there, the picture of the gear. So you'll be seeing it right here, or right here. And then after this clip, you'll be seeing the Shannon Briggs mugging himself off. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the weights yet, because none of the actual stats have been released yet. So the second they are, I will release them on my Instagram or Snapchat. But until then, stay tuned for them Monday, the 11th of November, 8 PM. Stay tuned for that. And until then, peace.
Yeah, he has reflexes, he has legs, he has everything, and he's white. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he's going to be the greatest thing ever touched.
Believe Logan in 5. Let's hear from the JJ camp.
I think JJ's got, like you said, he's a bit of a dog, and I think Logan's not really going to be prepared for when he does get buzzed, and it's about how he reacts. I think Logan's got a lot of nervous energy in front of crowds, and I think it comes down to performing. I think he has a fear of failure, and I think if he does get buzzed, and in the later rounds, once it's past 2, I believe it's JJ's fight to lose. And I believe once he does get buzzed, and the fear of failure, I think it's going to provoke a negative reaction out of him, and I think JJ will probably end it, probably in the 5th round, I think.